Welcome back, everyone, to another great installment of the Caleb Show. And today, as the NBA season is coming upon us, it's in a few days as I'm recording this video, I will be giving out my NBA predictions. I'm talking awards, all NBA teams, rookie teams, defensive teams, standings, uh, even all stars. Right before the season starts, I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm wearing the Utah Jazz jersey, but I'm a. I will say there will be one selection that corresponds to this bad boy right here. Everything else is unbiased. So I think we'll start it off with no. We'll just get the cat the bag real quick. Elephant in the room. I think Ace Bailey for the Utah Jazz is. I don't have my Ace Bailey jersey yet. It's coming in soon. We'll be winning Rookie of the Year. I think Cooper Flag, a great player. Um, I just think with Anthony Davis, they're in a very I think trying to win. If Kyrie comes back, he's just not. I just don't think he's going to really be able to. It's not really going to be the flag show. Ace Bailey, he's been balling out in summer league. This has a chance to be his team. We still have Lowry, but I think we'll pop Lowry off at the trade deadline. I think Lowry will get traded this season. We'll see. And kind of shift to the Ace Bailey era. He might be our focal star. Just get that out the back. Ace Bailey Rookie of the Year. Coach of the Year, I'm going with Chris Finch for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just think he's got to really coach. He's really got to coach his ass off. I think this year to really compete. I feel like Timberwolves are kind of they lost Nikhil Alexander Walker, big player for the team, and I think they didn't really make too many upgrades. It's kind of the same team. Really relying on some young guys to step up. So if he can get those young guys to step up, fill those roles, I think uh, he's going to play a big part of their success. So I think he deserves Coach of the Year. And also, going off the Timberwolves' success, I think Anthony Edwards, Clutch Player of the Year. I think Timberwolves, like I say, I think Anthony Edwards is going to really ball out. He's been balling out every year. He's really kind of been getting better. And I think he's going to kind of just really win them a lot of games. Both, I think, I don't know how Clutch Play really records. I think it's really more offensively, but I feel like he's going to come up in the clutch both offensively and defensively. I can see a lot of chase down blocks that Anthony Edwards has done before. Sit down in that chair, guard the best player. He has that mentality to really just get both clutch offensive and defensive stops and plays. So that's my selection there. Sixth man of the year. I think it's going to be DeAndre Hunter. I think he was in the running last year. The Cavs are probably going to be a pretty good team as the East has gotten weaker. So I think DeAndre Hunter probably just going to be a sixth man of the year. I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, Nas Reed's always a good selection. I was thinking maybe one of the Knicks players and maybe Yubusele, Ersan Yubusele. Yeah. Or maybe Jordan Clarkson gets back to that mode, but I just think DeAndre Hunter is just going to ball. Although he might start with Max Strus out, but I think it might lean to him more coming off the bench, just giving that more punch and different thing. I think they've tried starting him a couple of times. And it's just like he works a little bit out off the bench. But yeah, I'll probably just go DeAndre Hunter. If not DeAndre Hunter, if he does starting more, like really does start, I don't know. I looked at the depth chart. They're still saying Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard probably come off the bench, but I think he could. He's a sneaker pick for another award. I realized I didn't write him down, but I have it in the back of my mind. He could be most improved player. I think Peyton Pritchard could have a shot in there, but he might just not. If you show he's a starting point guard, but it might just be Anthony Simons. But anyway, six man of the year, I'll probably go DeAndre Hunter. If he doesn't like start, I just probably say maybe Peyton Pritchard. If he doesn't show that he's the starting point guard, if not Peyton Pritchard, I'm getting a lot of options for the six man of the year. I don't know. I guess backup maybe be I don't know, maybe like a Tari Eason, maybe just like he kind of fills up the stats sheets a little bit. He can do a little bit of everything. He's gonna get some steals, make some blocks, knock out some shots, rebound the ball. Tari's a good shot, but I would just go DeAndre Hunter to clear that up. And then I mentioned it was improved player. I really thought about this, and I just think it has to be Andrew Nembhard for the Pacers. It has to be. I looked at the Vegas odds. He's not very high. I think he's probably like maybe the sixth. He has the sixth best odds to win. But I was going Andrew Nembhard. I think like he's shown that when Tyrese Halliburton's been out, he can really step up and be that man. He can really produce. And so I think with Halliburton out for the whole season, his numbers are going to look great. Like his regular season numbers don't look super spectacular, but in the playoffs they kind of jump. And when it's like you look at the playoff numbers when Halliburton's been out, this I think it was like what that game 7, And then the previous year before that, when he was hurt, Andrew Nembhard's numbers been like kind of really good. And so I think he can probably produce those kind of numbers, which are going to be very drastic numbers from his regular season, not usual numbers. So most improved player, Andrew Nembhard for sure. That's a player of the year. I think it's just easily going to be Victor Wembanyama if he's healthy. Uh, yeah, he's going to win it last year, but he got hurt. Well, he didn't really get hurt. He had, what was it, the blood clots, so a little illness. But yeah, if he was eligible, he would have easily won. But yeah, I think Rick's going to come back and he looks even better. So, but the Shaolin Monks cured his blood clots, so he's just going to win most difference player year. MVP, I think this guy's going to have to produce. He's going to have to ball out. He's a former MVP. We know he can get to the standard, and I think with the way his team's looking, they want to have any kind of success. He's going to have to. He's going to have to be that man. It's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, MVP. He's got to produce. He's got to hoop. Yeah, I think he's going to hoop, and that's how I'm feeling. Now is the award prediction, and we'll go into the. What's that put here? Oh, okay. All NBA teams. All NBA first team. It's going to be Shea. It's going to be Giannis, Ant, Jokic, Luka. Boom. That's the first team. I think those are pretty staple. I think, like I said, Ant clutch player of the year, Giannis MVP, Luka is gonna be Luka now fully with his first team. He's looking in great shape. Jokic is gonna do Jokic things, and Shea, I mean, he's gonna do Shea things. The Thunder are gonna be really good. Same with the Nuggets. The Lakers are gonna be a solid team, and Luka's always gonna put numbers. Second team, I'm going KD, Curry, Brunson, Wemby, Cade. Boom. I think Wemby, defensive player of the year, he's going to hoop. Serge look pretty solid. Brunson's going to probably really elevate the Knicks to like a really high level with the East being weaker. And then Curry, KD. I mean, KD, the Rockets are going to play really good. Curry's going to do Curry things. And then Cade, I think he was he second team or third team last year? I don't remember, but I think the Pistons are probably going to be I'm trying to look at my standings. What are the Pistons the standings? I think I don't know. Cade's gonna do really good. Pistons are gonna be a good team. Yeah, I think Pistons. Shout out Pistons. Shout out Cade. The third team going Paolo, going LeBron. It's Bron. He's always gonna make it. He's gonna play healthy. Although I mean, third team, he's dealing with some injuries, looking like he got sciatica, that old man stuff. So I'll go third team for Bron. Trae Young and the Hawks are gonna look good. Trae Young's gonna be a catalyst to that. He's gonna perform. Jaylen Brown. I think he's gonna. I'm predicting Jaylen Brown to really, ball out for the Celtics. Really show that he's number one. He can be the number one option. There's a lot of talks about him or Tatum. They kind of squashed him in the championship, but then Jaylen Brown did show that he was the better player in those playoffs, winning the Finals MVP, Eastern Conference MVP. So I think Jaylen Brown might really hoop. Let's see how the Celtics feel about that. But I think the Celtics are going to do it. They compete, do what they can, and then Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, I mean the Cavs are going to be really good. I think, spoiler alert, they're the number one seed in the East, and I think it's just more of these. They have more of a team expert. I mean, like you have picked up Lonzo Ball, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, all do their thing. Max Strus when he comes back, DeAndre Hunter. They just have a really well collective team, and so they're probably going to be really good. But I think it's going to be more of a team thing. I don't know. I think Donovan Mitchell was first team last year, but I just want to put him at third team. So I think it's like, they're like number one seed, super more hype. Here's a all NBA first team because he has the number one seed. But I think it's going to be more team oriented. So he's probably going to stack third team. They got to get at least something. And then first team all defense. You got Wemby, obviously, defense player of the year. I'm going both Thompson twins, Asar and Amin. Going the Great Barrier Thief, Dyson Daniels, and I'm going Giannis. I think Giannis is going to have to really hoop for this Bucks team to be good. So he's going to have to do it both offensively and defensively. So I think he's going to get that defensive or first team all defensive knowledge. We know what Giannis can do. Second team, I got Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley probably if Wemby is ineligible again, probably Evan Mobley's award to win for this play a year again. Got Draymond, Money 23 Green. He does that thing on the different side of the ball. We got Chet. Got Jalen Suggs. I think Magic are going to be a really good defensive team. And healthy Jalen Suggs is probably going to be a big catalyst of that. No, he's done before. He got an offensive nod before. And then I'm going Anthony Edwards. As I said, he's going to – I think, they have Rudy. They have Jalen Jaden McDaniels. I'm saying a clutch play a year, he's going to do it both offensively and defensively in the clutch moments. Anthony Edwards is the type of guy to say, "Hey, let me guard KD, something like that. Let me get Devin Booker." He can step up with some big moments. I think with the success of the Timberwolves, I think Anthony Edwards might get that defensive nod. He has that mode to really guard. They showed shades of Kobe, of D Wade. Those are his kind of comps. Michael Jordan is like that's how people are looking at him. Those are all defensive guards. So I think it's time for Anthony Edwards to get his all defensive nod. Rookie teams, as we know, Ace Bailey from the Utah Jazz, our rookie of the year, will be getting the first team all rookie, make the first team all rookie, and then Cooper Flag, Trey Johnson, DJ Edgecombe, and then Nick Clifford. I think Kings. I don't know what's going on down in Sacramento, but hopefully Nick Clifford can show that how valuable he is as just an NBA player, older player. He's not more of a less a rookie, plays a little more of a mature game. Nick Clifford, second team. I think Cedric Howard. Although I put this because like the Grizzlies always hurt, but I think he's also dealing with injury, so we'll see. But if he can, I mean, if he can slide in there and can stay healthy, I think he could probably show some good numbers, good flashes. He plays across the old Palouse. He played over there at Washington State University. I see him playing perform. So a little bit of love for the guy. Our cousins across the way. So if he can stay healthy, though, I'll give him a nod. And I gotta come on Melo watch. I don't know. Suns need a center play. I mean, they picked up Mark Williams, Nick Richards, but I think Melo Watch is a solid play. He could probably slide in there really. And then Mark Williams, Nick Richards are on those Hornets teams seem to always be injured. So and then Mark Williams has already had medical problems, and that's why he's not a Laker. So I think, hey, if Melo Watch can be healthy, he probably snag some minutes. Dylan Harper, that Spurs guard rotation. I think he's probably going to break in there. I think Fox has already heard with it. Fox is dealing with the finger stuff, I think, or he's already kind of banged up a little bit. So I think Dylan Harper, he's showed some really good flashes and he's some good connection with the Wimby. So he's probably produced some numbers. I have here. Okay, Igor Demon. I guess Josh Giddey kind of built this on steps and stat sheets. He wants to pass the ball. He has players in that team that want to shoot the ball. Numbers gonna look good. And then got Conk Nipple. I think it's just a good solid player. I think the Hornets are gonna be a little bit better this season, and I think Conk Nipple is gonna play a part in that. Just a good basketball player, good hooper. And then I think if Cedric Howard falls into that Grizzly mentality, and he's already kind of dealt with injuries, I might just slide in like I don't know, I might just be biased. If Cedric Howard is hurt, give me another Jazz player, give me a Walter Payton Jr. It was like he's shown like I think he's played a good amount of preseason. Older guard, veteran guard. He seems like he plays really well. Smart guy. So he's gonna shoot that ball. He's knows how to dish the ball, play both on and off the ball. So hey, if Cedric Howard's hurt, honorable mention Walter Payton Jr. And then we'll go with the All Stars. So I looked up this. They changed the All Star format this year. It's a little different because they have the two Team America teams and then a Team World team. I don't know how players are selected. I don't know if it's a conference based thing. It said the teams are made of 8. So I feel Team World has I put 8 international players and then 16 American players. And so I don't know if that's how it works. That's just how I formatted it. So for Team World, we got Luka, we got Jokic, we got Shea, we got Wemby. Wait, hold on. Luka, Jokic, Shea, Wemby. Those are the 4 probably guaranteed. And then the 4 players, other 4 that I think will snag that Team World. I think Pascal Siakam, one of the more underrated players. He's really good. Spicy P. I always love Spicy P. He's a former All-Star before. He was an All-Star last year when Halliburton was, deal with injuries, and now that he's fully out, I think, it's really going to be Siakam show. As much as Andrew Nembhard slides in there, but I think Andrew Nembhard is going to play like make a little more, not too much more. He's going to score the ball, of course, but he's not going to just tat my world, Pascal Siakam's going to get some shots, and it's going to be his team. The Pacers are going to be, still a solid team. So Siakam's going to get there because we need world players. So Siakam. Let's see here. Wait, did I say? Wait, I said Luka, Jokic, Luka. Oh my gosh, Luka, Jokic, Giannis, Shea, Wemby. Okay, that's 5. Yeah, And then Franz Wagner making his first All-Star team. First All-Star game. I think he was All-Star caliber last year. Was hurt. Magic are going to be pretty good this year. So Franz and then Karl-Anthony Towns, I think will count because he's has that Dominican Republic. I think he plays with the national team, so I would assume he counts as a international player. So Karl-Anthony Towns, Knicks are going to be a good team. They're going to have, spoiler, 2 All-Stars because on Team America, we're going to have Brunson, going to have Curry, Braun, Curry. I mean, with KD, Braun, Curry, it seems like they always make it. They're going to put the numbers. Ant, obviously, and then you're going to have Paolo. So that's another All-Star for the Magic. They're going to be good. Paolo puts up All-Star numbers. Trae Young, obviously, Trae Young is going to be, the Hawks going to be good. He's going to get in there. J-Dub, Jalen Williams, Thunder going to be good. He's going to be a pretty good player. I would understand that they have 2 All-Stars. So J-Dub, Jaylen Brown, as I said, he's an All-NBA third-team couple player. He's going to make the All-Star game. I think Amin Thompson will get that second nod for the Rockets. The Rockets are going to be a good team. They're great last year. They added Kevin Durant. Even though down Fred VanVleet, I think Turner's going to be good. I initially had Alperen Sengun, but I think the world slot, I just felt like the other world players would make it over Sengun. So we'll have Amin be their top other All-Star, really good player. Devin Booker, I think Devin Booker is going to get back into the Devin Booker show here in Phoenix. Playing with KD kind of took a little bit of a step back, and then Bradley Beal's also going to demand some more shots. But now Jalen Green's going to shoot the ball, but it's Devin Booker. He is Phoenix, and he's going to get back to his bag, All-Star caliber numbers. James Harden, the unction over there in LA Clippers. I think he's going to be the more healthy player of their team, so he probably get their All-Star nod. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley. Their Kyle's going to be rolling, so they're going to get their 2 All-Stars. And then I'm predicting, the Hornets have a better roster. It looks like if they're healthy, they're going to be a better team, a decent team. And so I think healthy LaMelo Ball is always an All-Star caliber player. So I'm putting LaMelo Ball as my 16th All-Star for the American roster slots. Boom, those are our NBA All-Stars. Now, we'll break down the standings and where I think people will finish standings-wise. Play-in scenarios could go either way. I might speak a little bit on it, but it just depends on, I guess, health at that point, and I don't know. All things predicated on. But number 1 in the Western Conference, the Thunder. They're going to probably do it again. They're a good team. Winning champions. They're really good at basketball. They have really good players. Even when their players were hurt, they were still hooping. People stepped up. They just had people they had all their draft picks on the back burner ready to step up when someone gets hurt. Thunder, Nuggets are a good team. I think I was between Nuggets and I think if Fred VanVleet was healthy this year, I think the Rockets would be the 2 seed. But I think with his injury, the Nuggets will sign that 2 seed, and the Rockets will be the 3 seed. And I'm having Minnesota Timberwolves 4 seed based off those. Coach of the year, my prediction, coach of the year, Chris Finch, clutch player of the year, Anthony Edwards, and all-star, all-NBA, all defensive caliber resume from Anthony Edwards. I'm going to give him that 4 seed. 5th seed, I have the Golden State Warriors. I think the unction will be, I don't know. I think it's between the Warriors, Lakers, and Clippers are kind of an older team. They're kind of older teams, but I just felt like they have the Warriors and not. I feel like they have some more youth and a little bit more healthier of the older players. They do get banged up a lot, but I think I'll just give the Warriors that nod, and then Lakers will be at 6, just because LeBron's already kind of dealing with some problems, and then they just, I don't know. That's just my guess. I could really see them being flipped if Luka's playing at all NBA caliber first team performance. I could really see them being that 5th seed. And then Clippers will be at 7. And then the 8th seed, I'm banking on a healthy Zion Williamson season. So Pelicans at 8. Although I did not have him as an NBA All-Star, I just think maybe he'd probably be, I don't know, maybe just miss it. Maybe he is like injury reserve, or he is injured and other players slides in for him, so he's injury reserve. But I just think also with Trey Murphy, Jordan Poole, they kind of may take a lot of that, really step up, really hoop. what's with that team? I think Ricky Jeremiah Fears could be good. Derek Queen, when he gets back, potentially could really be hooping. And so I just think Pelicans can maybe get over that unhealthiness, and I think maybe Zion will finally play his first playoff games. I think maybe they can stay afloat, be decent enough. Zion might go down for a bit of a stretch. Maybe that's why he missed his All-Star game. But then he comes back, and he's actually there for the playoffs. And he plays in his first playoff series. And then 9, we had the Spurs. I think the Spurs are really good, just not maybe quite there yet. I mean, they could go either way with the play, and maybe the Clippers are they're just absolutely decimated. Duncan is absolutely decimated by that time, and the Clippers lose their play-in game, and the Spurs sneak in there. But I think how the Spurs be the 9th seed. I mean, they're already kind of dealing with injuries, I think, with De'Aaron Fox, and then if Wemby, his blood clots come back or whatnot, whatever. And then I think they have a good team, a bit of a younger team. I think they're almost there, but not quite there to lock them into the playoffs. And then at the 10th seed, I'm saying Devin Booker it's Devin Booker's season. He hoops well enough to slide them in to a playing spot to get them that number 10. And I didn't have Devin Booker on NBA teams, but maybe just getting the Suns to that 10, the play-in deserves Devin Booker as a All NBA player. But you got the All Star nod. So Devin, Phoenix Suns at 10. Sacramento Kings will be at 11. I don't know. They're just not a great team, but they still have so many good players. Sabonis, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. They just picked up Russ, Dennis Schroeder. They just have like a lot of Keegan Murray's completely bounced back. They just have a lot of good players. Nick Clifford, as I said, all rookie player. These are all good players. Just not the best gelling team, so maybe you can see them at 11. I'll take Blazers at 12. The Blazers are good, a really good. I think a really solid team, young team. Want to play defense. I just think you need to wait for some of these players to really step out, like a Scoot, a Shaden Sharp, a Kling and Jan Hansen really just establish themselves more. I think Denny's a really good player. I mean, Drew Holiday is going to be there. Dame's going to maybe come back this season, but at the end of the day, he's in the background mentoring these guards. Jeremy Grant, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's a good player, but he can probably produce some wins. And then Toumani Camara, very good defensive player. So they have a good team. Just don't think they're all the way there yet. Still got to figure out some things. And then I'm at the 13th and 14th seed. Maybe a surprise, but I have the Mavs and the Grizzlies. I just think I think Kyrie probably will not come back. Anthony Davis is always good for some injuries. Maybe I don't know. I'm just feeling like these Mavs, Grizzlies, the Grizzlies are already dealing with injuries. And then you have their players that are like the players that are healthy right now. They're usually pretty injury prone, so you feel like they're due for something. And maybe this is just like they got to take a step back this year, kind of maybe retool, look at some things. The loss of Desmond Bane is a player that usually fills in when people are injured. They don't have that no more. So I don't think the Grizzlies are going to be too hot. And I think the Mavericks are just, I don't know. They could be really good, but I just think they won't perform compared to the rest of the conference just because of potential injuries that I'm just feeling in the gut may happen. I don't really wish injuries. Injuries suck, but it's part of the game. So it might just happen. And then, much as I hate to say it, Utah Jazz, my team, will be the 15th seed. We'll be bad for a bad team. We're not going to be great. We need to be bad at because we don't have our picks. Top 6 protected. They're protected, so we got to make sure we stay in the top 6. And I think the Western Conference is just too good at the moment, and we'll just be the 15th seed. We'll be bad. But we won't be the worst team in the NBA, say that much. We'll be the worst in the Western Conference. And then Eastern Conference standings, got the Cavs and Knicks. This is their conference. This is their season to lose, basically. I mean, no Celtics, no Pacers. Everyone's looking at it. It's going to be Cavs and Knicks coming out out the conference. This is their year. They got to hoop. And yeah, so I've got them going 1 and 2 seed, respectfully. 3 seed, Atlanta Hawks. A lot of hype to this Atlanta Hawks team. Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, great players, and then they bring in Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jim Johnson's back, Kristaps Porzingis. This is like a really good team. One of probably the better on paper teams that Trae Young's played with, and so I think they're going to come out and produce and get that 3rd seed. And the 4th seed, as I said, Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to do everything in his power for the city of Milwaukee. A lot of people say he might get traded. Who knows? I think at the moment, Giannis is a Milwaukee guy, and so he's gonna go out there, just gonna go out there and hoop. He likes to play basketball. He's gonna go out there and hoop, do everything he can for the city, and get them that 4th seed, home court advantage in the playoffs. And then at the 5th seed, got their Orlando Magic. As good as they can be, or I think they can be. I'm really banking on that. Some of the Cooper MVP really hooping season, so they probably snag the 4th seed. But if I'm not doing the predictions, who I think will win, but if I have the Bucks 4, Magic 5, I think the Magic might sneak the Bucks. But that's what I have to say about that. I think at that point, Giannis has done everything he could. He might be running out of gas. Giannis does kind of has some injury problems when it gets to that end of the year season playoff time. So I think with putting on an all defensive first team caliber performance, MVP caliber performance, dragging this Bucks into the 4th seed, he might be out of gas and they might be a first round exit to the Magic, who are at the 5th seed. And the 6th seed, I think probably the Pistons. I don't know. I got K on be a second team, but I just think how I feel about every other team. I think the Pistons the best I can do put them at 6, and maybe they can really sneak the Hawks. But they were 6th seed last year, and they pushed the Knicks, so maybe they're 6th seed this year and they upset the Hawks. Who knows? But just got the Pistons at 6. Celtics at 7. I think, like I said, Jaylen Brown's going to put on an All-NBA 13 performance this year. And I think they also have maybe like Anthony Simons really just might hoop. Derek White can really take a step. Derek White could really be an all-star this season. I just did not give him the nod. But I could definitely see him having caught all-star caliber season. The Peyton Pritchard, like I said, a potential MIP candidate, in my opinion. He could step up and say, I'm like, he's kind of in the 6-man role, but maybe he really steps up and say, hey, I'm a starting point guard in this league. Peyton Pritchard, he's a competitive person. He's a person that requested a trade after teams went to the finals. Okay, he wants to be the guy, and he might show that. Hey, Drew Holiday's out the door now. I'm the starting point guard on this team, on a playoff team for the Boston Celtics. So, and then I got the Raptors at 8th seed. I think, I think they have a lot of good wing players. They have a lot of good players. I think I'm a big Brandon Ingram guy. Brandon Ingram finally suited up for the Raptors. He might hoop. Scotty Barnes stuffs the stat sheet. He's a really good player. RJ Barrett's a good player. Emmanuel Quickly's a good player. They just have a lot of solid, great players, good talent. They might get it clicking, and they snag that 8th seed. And then I have the Pacers at the 9. I mean, like I said, the Pacers could snag that 8th seed from the Raptors in the play-in game. Yeah, the Pacers could snag that play-in game, but I just have them finish at the 9th seed. Whoever happens to play-in happens to play-in. And at the 10th seed, got the Miami Heat. No Tyler Hero for a little bit, broke his hand, but Miami Heat are always just around. I feel like for the past couple of seasons, Miami Heat always have fun to win that play-in game. So Miami at 10, Hornets at 11. As good as the Hornets could be. I don't think they're the greatest team in the world. They could honestly, if they're really healthy this year, they could definitely snag that 10th seed with Miami already dealing with some injuries. They could definitely snag that 10th seed, but I just believe in Miami, believe in Extra and that team. They still have good players. So the Hornets will finish 11. The Bulls will be at 12. Just think now that they've gotten rid of Zach LaVine and maybe get rid of Vucevic, to kind of getting away from more of those older players that always kept you just in that middle ground, that they kind of can probably drop down a little bit and start rebuilding a little bit, move more to a youth movement. They might pop off Kobe White and just kind of focus more on centering the team around Miles Buzelis and just focusing on the youth development, really trying to rebuild, kind of think a little bit. 76ers at 13th. I'm just not confident in a healthy Paul George or Joel Embiid. And Jerry McCain's already hurt. So that's also a team that they might just shift more into that youth movement, focus on Jerry McCain when he gets back, Tyrese Maxey, J. Edgecombe, just kind of focus on more on that youth movement. Then 14, 15, I got the Wizards and Nets. They're just as bad as they are, just in this Utah Jazz boat of being trash teams. Respectfully, they don't have the talent quite yet. They're not there yet. But I think the Jazz will be better than the Wizards and Nets, personally. Maybe for sure the Nets. And I think the Nets will be the worst team in the league. They just have a whole bunch of what's going on here. I think they have Michael Porter Jr., Cam Johnson both want that ball. And then they have a whole bunch of point guards that just want to swing the ball. They have no one that wants to score the ball, really. They have two people that just want to pass. I don't know. I feel like it makes sense. You feel a bunch of people that want to shoot, a bunch of people that want to pass, but also the people who want to shoot kind of want the ball in their hands more. And that the more ISO ball. But I think the Nets will be the worst team in the league, and then Wizards would be better, a little bit better than them. I think they just got a little more going on. They got older players. They had like Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum, more vets, so they just kind of probably would do a little bit more in the wins when you got the vets going on. But yeah, those are my NBA predictions for the season. Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. I might just went 0 for 37. I don't know how many predictions I have, but maybe I try to go not super obvious. I want to go something a little different. Try to think of my own opinion and what I really might feel. Just mix some things up. But there are some obvious ones that I had to go with. You just can't deny those things. But yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know down in the comments below how you're feeling about this NBA season, who your favorite team is, or player, what you're looking forward to, what are your predictions, any sneakers, sleeper picks, or you can just let me know how wrong I am about my decisions in the comments below. But yeah, hey, we'll see what happens. More basketball content coming in the future for this channel, and potentially on my other channel, Channel 13 Productions. If you have not subscribed to that one, subscribe there. We'll try to. It hasn't been a video there in a minute, but we're working on things. So see, so there's some ideas, some things are being planned out. So subscribe to that channel for sure too. Make sure you like this video. Just have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.